Howdy folks, it is Lance090 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. So, I've installed the mod, it seems like it's working. So, let's get to trying to launch something. So this is going to be a little bit different for me. You'd have this better probe body, at least, which is probably what we're going to go with. I'm sure this one has a little bit of reaction control, and I bet this one doesn't have any. Yeah. Apparently it has SAS, though, which is interesting. Okay. Give me the Probodyne Octo. So this will be our first, like, real launch here. I don't suppose we have any fairings yet. Coupler, adapters. Do we want to try to get to orbit in one go? Or do we just want to launch this thing up into the upper atmosphere? Might want to just try to get to the upper atmosphere first. So, start me with this. I think we'll need that at least. I'm thinking. Pull that off. Attach a medium decoupler here. Have to get used to clicking and placing instead of clicking and dragging. I say as I do it again. Alright. Parachute on it. How much battery power do you have? 50? That's probably not enough. That's so hard to get used to. Actually, I want the center mass be on the base of it. So I'll do like that. We lost some of our science parts though, which kind of stinks. Okay. Now I think this part actually does have mass. I think we have to keep double symmetry on those. Otherwise, I think we're good now. Gotta reorder our staging here. Rocket, decoupler, parachute. On the rocket, you're not gonna need nearly as much thrust. I don't know exactly how much, though. I don't do the math ahead of time, I just feel it out. Be the orange stripe there, I like that. Alright, little probe. Do us proud. What are we gonna call you? Oh, I'm bad at naming things. Foxtrot 1. We will save this one. Just want to make sure it's saved. It didn't tell me like didn't give me like an update signal there. Alright. Give it a shot. It's not going to go to space. It doesn't have enough fuel, I don't think. Maybe it does. I haven't launched one. I haven't launched a probe in like the really early game because it's not part of the base game for some reason. Hopefully it is going forward. This should be a solid rocket booster, so don't have to thrust up, but I'm going to do it anyway. We don't have... Let go of me, you bastard. Let go of me. Well, that's Kerbal Space Program to you. For you? No, we're not going to revert it. Back to the space there. It's one of those things, this is another one of those things like I never understood exactly what's going on with KSP. Is it'll just start pulling out of control in one direction. Like I was given everything it had to pull in the other direction, it was not doing anything. It was going too fast for one thing. I think it needs the basic fins, maybe? That's okay. Touch of realism. .25 meters per second of thrust. And maybe... So bad with the clicking and dragging thing. Maybe the smaller decoupler? Because the problem was this shield caught onto this, so maybe if this part is under it, it won't cause as many issues. Alright, Foxtrot 2. Alright. Throttle up even though I don't have to. We'll try to go straight up a little bit more first before I start turning right. Although now we're starting to lean this way a little bit, so I'm gonna poke us right. Get one while we're flying. With a little bit more curve, I think. I'm very focused. Fins seem to have helped tremendously, though. Should guess the... No. Like, I don't know why that happened in particular. We can keep it focused. Like, there's no wind in Kerbal Space Program. For the record. How high do we get? Not to space. That's okay. Should be approaching the upper atmosphere if we're not already. Let's try to do the temperature first. Also turn off SAS, we don't need it. Log temperature. This is the upper atmosphere. Okay. Observe mystery goop. Now this is actually going to slow us down quite a bit by doing the probes first, because there's not as much science as they can gather. They can't take a crew report or anything at all. Well, they can do a telemetry report apparently. Telemetry report from Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Probes onboard computers have successfully recorded the telemetry data. Now I think we can just hit our parachute and it'll work as we need it to. I'm trying to remember though, it's been so long since I've used the parachutes. Play mode when safe. I don't think we have to hit it twice. World first milestone. Oh, that's from a long time ago actually. Let's just delete all messages. Possibly didn't need the extra electric charge. I'm going to try to face us down, though. When you go straight up like this, it actually is a little bit more dangerous than just going further, because you're coming down on a very steep trajectory, and it really makes you pick up speed. Okay, tumbled a little bit, but we're all right. Once we get going a little bit slower here, then I'll start speeding up. You do the physics warp. Things get a little dangerous, as it warns you. It's not a large ship, though, so it should be mostly okay. Main thing is we don't want to be at physics warp once our parachute deploys. That can cause you some pain. I thought it was at 3,000 when they deploy again. It's at 1,000. It's probably the drogue chutes that deploy at 3,000. Then once it's fully deployed, I'm okay with speeding up time again. There we go. But yeah, with the pros, this will take a lot longer because not only could we not grab as much in space because we couldn't, or, well, since we didn't go to space, it wouldn't have helped anyway because he can't get out of the vehicle. But we're not going to be able to collect any data on the ground here unless somehow the probe body can collect the data. Doesn't seem like it though. It's so light that it's falling absurdly slowly. Come on. And there we go. Not a problem. Recover vessel. Alright, 24 signs. $33 now. We can get stability. So that'll get us our barometer back. Probably should do. Alright, next mission. Now we should try to get to space. We can do it without lagging out completely. Okay. Fuel tanks, kind of form factor like that. Alliance versus Swivel's the one that has vectoring. Definitely need the vectoring. Okay, probably don't need you anymore. Thumper might be overkill. Winglets. Okay. Service module. We can put stuff in there. Might want to do that. Hold on here. I want that. Thinking as we attach that there. We're gonna need a regular decoupler. Open up the shroud. Attachment points aren't really perfect here. It's okay. Try to put this on there just to, just in case we land in the water, we'll be able to use it. All the science stuff in there. The antenna. What's the range on this thing? I think it's that rating, 250K. I think that's 250,000 kilometers. And this one has one of 1 million kilometers. Oops. I'm gonna turn on the mirroring mode, that's okay. He's probably not going to get into orbit, so I don't think it'll need to do more. And we could probably toss a panel on there just to make sure it doesn't totally squander everything. Let's see, how expensive is this engine? 150. That engine, that fires this engine. Oh, we don't have the side parachutes. Okay. All right, this is Foxtrot 3. What are its chances? Well, it depends on how well this solid rocket booster works. Because I totally do it just by feel of like how much thrust it needs. What I can't remember is like there was a button to like auto jump to max throttle. Z and X, okay. Remember that. Milestone do we get? Flash down to the ocean. All right. Not nearly enough thrust. Okay, well. It's not going to do anything, I don't think. Tiny bit of mystery goo data. Where's the thermometer at? I buried the thermometer in there somehow. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is I have to guess on how much thrust it needs, and I guessed wrong. Oh, it's getting light enough to launch now. It's a little bit spooky. Actually damaged the runway here because I'm not far enough away. It burned enough of its fuel to oh crap. Okay, it seems like it missed everything. Okay, well, we're taking a little bit of a journey here. Okay, well, maybe a little bit more here. Barometer while flying. Some mystery goo. Nope. Didn't really need to blow that stuff away, but I didn't know that was what would happen. Interesting that we have a little bit of a bell shape going on, though, with our probe. At least we didn't destroy the station. That was the main thing I was worried about there. I wasn't expecting us to ever lift off there. It didn't seem like we were going to get... Didn't seem like we were going to get airborne, and we burned enough fuel to get airborne. There actually needs to be a heat shield at the base of this. Now that I think about it, it's going to go into space. Which it may not be able to. Not with its current design. Nah, I think we just didn't have enough thrust set. Is that like 30%? Give it like 60 maybe? Thunk. And I can't take multiple telemetry reports either. I'll have to find a different mod. There's one that lets you pull all the science into like one device. We'll need something like that. We may have it, and so somewhere else down the line, but I don't remember which mod it came from. 6 science, not impressive, but at least we should get some part refunds back, so not too bad. We're all out of time for this video, though. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Remember to hit the notification bell icon if you want to get notifications on your phone. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.